Welcome, beautiful souls. This is messages from your higher self. I do have a channeled message for all three piles. It says, you're doing good. Be more present. It's okay if you're not constantly being productive. It just means you're balanced. You haven't failed. Constant movement is the fastest way to burnout. Be gentle with yourself, the way you'd handle a baby or hurt child. Let's jump right into pile one. Welcome, pile one. This is messages from your higher self. This reading goes hand in hand with the channeled message that I read in the beginning of the reading. If you didn't listen to that, definitely stop by there. But this reading was actually supposed to be messages from your future self, but it seems like your higher self actually wanted to come through instead. You're being asked to believe in yourself and to believe in your power. You could focus more on the law of attraction, visualization, as well as using your words consciously. Do not speak if you are not okay with what comes out of your mouth. There's a lot of people who say the first thing that pops up into their mind. There's not a rush when it comes to speaking. If someone gets bored because you're not speaking fast enough, or if they get distracted because you're not talking fast enough, that is on them. That's not on you. It just shows that they were not meant to hold that information that you were sharing, especially when it comes to yourself. Be more particular on who you share your business with and who you share your personal life. If you get a weird feeling about someone, don't push past it. Don't invalidate yourself. If you feel something is weird, stop over analyzing it. Just take it, okay, that feels weird. Try to identify what came up and then trust yourself. Typically, your intuitive messages come out first before your logical brain side can say, oh, well, there's no proof that this person is not who they say they are. There's no proof that this person is untrustworthy. Well, your body felt like it can't trust them. It felt uncomfortable. If you are talking about something, especially if it's personal or in general, and you lose your thought, you can't remember what you were talking about, or you can't remember what you were going to say, change the topic. Just be like, oh, well, I forgot. Oh, well. That is the universe and your subconscious and your intuition all put together telling you not to open up like that, either with this person or with what you're sharing about. Use your hands more creatively, creating things, exercising, definitely creative things. I want to remind you that your boundaries are important. Your boundaries are what protect you, even when it comes to yourself. There is always a line that is drawn, whether it's with yourself or with other people. Some examples with yourself is when to stop eating because you feel full or because you're just not hungry. When to get off your phone because you don't want to be on it anymore or because you've been on it for too long. When to wake up and get out of bed. When to go to sleep. These are boundaries that you have to put with yourself because no one else can control you. Boundaries with other people is how much you are willing to give. For example, if someone asks you to come in on your day off and pick up a shift, but you've already picked up 3 shifts that week, you do not need to say yes, especially if your body is screaming at you that you need to stay home. If you want to cry thinking at the potential yes that you're about to give, that is a clear sign that you need to say no. Another example of a boundary that's not necessarily no, I won't do this, is a family member of mine kept bringing in my mail, and I started feeling resentment because it would either get lost or damaged, and there would be a sense of urgency when they bring it in, and I don't want them touching my belongings because they are disrespectful. So instead of letting myself feel resentment for not speaking up, I asked them, or politely told them, to leave my stuff in the mailbox and I will get it myself. They weren't happy with it, but they don't have to be, because it's my belongings. And same thing with you. Your body, your time, your energy, your belongings, they are all important, and people will take as much as you're willing to give. You need to advocate for yourself. If you don't, you will become resentful and angry, and no one knows your limits except for you. And people trust that you will speak up when you are uncomfortable or when you need something. You need to take rest, true rest, especially at night. Sleeping is so important. If you avoid sleeping, try to journal beforehand and to stay off screens about an hour to 2 hours if you can before sleep. Screens and blue light naturally wake your body up and it keeps it stimulated and awake, which is why it's difficult to fall asleep. Your mind is racing and your body is awake because it was exposed to this light. Turning off TVs, phones, iPads, laptops, even reading on a Kindle is still sending your body this light. If you like to read before bed, which is definitely a wonderful way to slow your nervous system down, even escape into a different world and to feel this peace and calm in your body and your nervous system. Switch to a physical book instead of a virtual one. Slowing down, taking time to allow your body to just exist, allow your mind to just exist. Meditating, guided meditations are good, or if you just want to go for a walk and ground your body. You can meditate so many different ways. A good way is also staying present while you exercise, focusing on your body. Meditation is grounding yourself in your body and being present. But there are so many different ways. Honestly, aromatherapy is a wonderful tool to use, especially to aid healing. At night, if you have lavender aromatherapy, smell that before bed. You can put it on your fingertips and massage it behind your ears, on your wrist, into your scalp. You don't need much. Or if you have congestion in your sinuses, you have a runny nose, you have a stuffy nose, using peppermint and or eucalyptus is a wonderful tool to help clear your sinuses. Peppermint is more stimulating. Eucalyptus, I believe, does have some lavender in it, depending on which bottle you have, which can be more relaxing than peppermint, especially if it's at night. But if it's in the morning or the midday and you want something that's very stimulating but will also clear your sinuses, then peppermint is definitely the way to go. Get in touch with your inner child. Do something that is playful and fun, that doesn't require you to make money. It doesn't require you to spend money. It could be doing puzzles. It can be playing games. Whatever it is, try and think back to your childhood. What you would do as a child during your downtime. I mean, I feel like as a kid, if you're not at school, you always have downtime. But how would you entertain yourself? Something that is very fun and playful is bubbles. I recently quit smoking on New Year's Eve and I replaced the smoking sensation with blowing bubbles. It's a great way to help breathing techniques and to stimulate and calm the nervous system without doing any damage. And honestly, it's so fun. And I'm 23, I'm almost 24 in a few months. And every time I imagine someone looking at a 23-year-old or even like a 55-year-old person blowing bubbles, it just brings me so much joy, and it's very, very fun. And you can even blow them up into the air and pop them. That's very fun too. Just something that you'll be like, oh, that's childish. Good. It's fun. Allow yourself to let go and to play and to enjoy yourself without any conditions that you have placed on yourself. People are too focused on being serious, and life is not meant to be serious at all times. Yes, there are times where you have to be serious, like filing your taxes or being an adult where you have to go to work and earn money just to live, like stupid shit like that. But there's so much you can do that is genuinely fun and satisfying that doesn't require much money or any at all. There's also DIY projects that you can do that you can find on YouTube. There are so many resources available in this world, and if you are willing to spend some money on stuff, you can buy puzzles, you can buy small clay making kits from Five Below for about $5. You can go on Facebook Marketplace and look up different games that you can do or different mind puzzles that you can do. Truly, there are so many ways to enjoy and have fun. Lastly, make sure you are focusing on your health. Being present, especially when you are eating food, and not distracting yourself, because that is the easiest way to overeat. Focus on the texture, the sensations. Imagine that you are a food reviewer and you are expected to write a review, a 1 out of 10 rating on what you are eating every single day, every single time you put something into your body. What would you rate it? Why? Would you eat it again? Drinks too. If you have coffee or you have soda, you have alcohol, you have a strawberry acai, whatever the drink is, same thing. What does it taste like? How does it feel going down your body? How does your body react to it? What do you like about it? What would you rate it? Would you recommend it to someone? Would you get it again? Would you not? Are you glad that you've tried it? Or are you upset about the price, that it was super expensive and it shouldn't have been? Did it taste diluted if it's like a soda? Or is it too strong? What would you change about it to make it better? Or does it not need to be changed? You get the point. Make sure that you are being present and being a food reviewer for everything that you take in. If your body is in pain, movement, but not over strenuous, honestly, using a gua sha tool and CBD oil, if you can get CBD oil, but the gua sha tool with some lotion to help the glide is so wonderful. It is truly one of the best tools that you can use for pain relief. Listening to your body's signals if you're in pain and you're doing something. For example, if you are writing a lot and your wrist hurts, pause, stretch out your wrist a bit, make sure that you're not pushing through the pain, that you are able to stop and allow your body to rest the way that it needs to be. Imagine you're setting up a spa day for a friend and you just want to spoil them. You are the friend and you need to spoil yourself, whether it's saving up to go for a professional massage or it's giving yourself a massage, giving yourself a facial, doing a manicure and a pedicure, it's dressing up and going out, whatever it is, do it for yourself at least once a week. Have a self-care day on a day off and plan it. Make sure that day is off limits for any other plans. Do not cancel on yourself, and if you truly have to cancel on yourself, make sure you reschedule and not be like, oh yeah, don't push your needs to the back burner. You are more important than pretty much whatever is on your to-do list. Now, of course, if you have kids, yes, you need to take care of them. You need to make sure that there's food on the plate and that they're in school, whatever it is. But you should honestly be taking care of yourself first before you take care of them. So you have more patience, you have more love and more gentleness because you already took care of your needs. If this means waking up a little bit earlier for yourself or staying up a little bit later for yourself, do that, but you need to take care of your needs first before you take care of anyone else. That's gonna end pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Definitely stop by pile 2 and 3 if you feel called to it. If not, let me know how this resonates. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Welcome pile 2. This is messages from your higher self. Pile 2 and 3 will include self-care oracle cards. Pile 1 did not, unfortunately, but your higher self is asking you to get clarity mentally, to do some releasing meditations and to clear out your mind. What I'm seeing is a bunch of tabs that are left open and just exiting all of them out because there's so much on your mind that you just need to clear out, and it will help you get so much more peace if you just let all of that go. Allow your love to consume you with yourself. It seems like you keep a lid on your emotions and on your love, but you really need to just spread it open. If you are in a relationship, I feel like you give so much, but then you might end up neglecting yourself and you don't give yourself nearly as much. You could have dealt with a lot of people who will just take and they won't give nearly as much as you do. Date yourself. Take yourself on dates, plan nights specifically so you can be by yourself doing what you love. Even schedule pleasure with yourself. Do more of the things that you enjoy and that will fill you up. You don't need more things, you just need more fulfillment. And physical belongings can help that, but it's not going to give you what you really need. Only true happiness can come within. I feel like you've probably heard that so many times before. Focus on grounding yourself in your body. Do some pleasure, whether it's actually masturbating or it's just moving your body in a way that feels good. Put on some dancey music and move your body, but focus on having a balanced life between work and play, movement and rest. Also, if you can plan some sort of vacation, it doesn't have to be huge, like in the picture where you're traveling around the world. It can just be a trip to the park or a trip to a park that you've never been to. It could be a trip to a local cafe that you haven't tried out. It could be local, or it could be something such as a spa day of a professional massage or a professional facial. A day trip is perfectly fine as well. Just something that will help you reset and you don't have to spend your entire bank account just to enjoy. If you want to keep it local and keep it affordable, a trip to a park will do just fine, especially either one that you've never been to or one that you have been to and you really enjoy. Allow yourself to dress up more in things that make you more confident, wearing jewelry specifically as well if that's important to you, but do things that feel a little uncomfortable because it's out of your comfort zone, but it's different and it's more unique and it's more authentic to yourself and your interests. And try to have a good balance in every aspect of your life. That's gonna end pile 2. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Definitely stop by pile 1 and 3 if you feel called to it. If not, let me know how this resonates. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Welcome pile 3. This is messages from your higher self. For starters, focus on how you feel before, during, and after your encounter with everyone. Being more present in how you feel internally, making sure that you are doing protection rituals and meditations on your own energy so you do not absorb other people's issues and you do not become enmeshed in their energy. If you feel drained around someone, make sure to limit your interactions around them. Whereas if you feel energized, light, and more connected to yourself around other people, make sure you focus your attention on those connections and let the ones that drain you diminish. If you don't have anyone that makes you feel rejuvenated except for when you're with yourself, make sure you spend more time alone than you do with other people. We even have the alone time card right here, and it looks like she's doing a hula hoop. So do things that will light you up, and it's okay to spend most of your time alone. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your own company and being able to entertain yourself and feeling relief when you are alone. Let go of things that are out of your control. Focus on growing something that is truly long-term, not something that's quick money. If you need to pay your bills very quickly, then do it, but look for something that's going to be long-term and not just short stepping stones, but something that you will enjoy putting your time and energy to, because you can always make more money. You can't make more time. Time is the only thing we spend without truly ever knowing the balance. Be cautious and particular with how and who you spend your time with. Do things that make you happy and do them way more often than maybe once a month. Especially if they don't require any money, then that is a wonderful way to take care of yourself. Try to drown out external noise, especially when it's being really stressful. Just put some headphones in, calm yourself, listen to some music or a podcast or a YouTube video, whatever it is. Make sure that you are calm and stable within yourself, because if you're not, you're just gonna be knocked down over and over and over again. But if you are stable and regulated within yourself, yourself, you can truly handle anything that comes your way. Make sure to stay hydrated as well. The cards for the self-care oracle deck are make an altar, be still, and alone time. If you have a specific section where you can create it as a self-love section, have a peaceful area where you can go to meditate, journal, and take care of yourself. You can have all of your crystals here. You can have candles. You could have a picture of yourself or of Earth, whatever it is. Just create a space where you can go and decompress and feel good in yourself, your home, your body. Meditate more frequently and do some yoga as well. There are so many different options, and you don't have to do yoga for an hour or 45 minutes or even half an hour. You can do 5 to 10 minute yoga, and you can either use that video that's playing to follow it step by step, or you can use it as a guide and intuitively move your body the way that it wants to be moved instead of forcing yourself in uncomfortable positions that your body doesn't want to do. Embrace the wins, no matter how small or how big they are. If it makes you happy, be proud and embrace it. You got out of bed today, that's a win. Or you allowed yourself to be in bed all day, that's also a win. You brushed your teeth, that's a win. You got a shower when you had no energy, that's a win. You washed your hair when you really didn't feel like it, that's a win. Or you got a promotion, that's a win. You got the best parking spot at your job or your home, that's also a win. There are so many things that you can be celebrating, or just allow yourself to be excited about and allow yourself to feel proud that you got that win, because the more you celebrate yourself and your accomplishments, not only more confident you'll feel, but it'll also be easier to give yourself love, to give others love, and to embrace all of the wins that you have and you don't even realize. Pretty much every single thing that you do and that happens in your life is a win to some degree. If you stayed calm during an argument, that's a win. If you left a situation that was harming you instead of giving it your energy, that's a huge win. Allow yourself to enjoy the things that give you dopamine. That's gonna end pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Definitely stop by pile 1 and 2 if you feel called to it. If not, let me know how this resonates. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.